Mining Diamonds, a Barack Obama x Steve from Minecraft fan fiction by the Cujo Experience. Barack Obama was walking outside the White House. He enjoyed his strolls after starting his paperwork for hours. He sighed. It looked beautiful outside, but the sunlight was too harsh. Heating up, he decided to open his phone. Michelle had texted him to arrive back soon. Obama felt quite sad. Michelle would be a better wife for someone who would want her. But Obama was trapped in an unhappy marriage. The truth was, Obama was a gay man and had been suppressing it for years. Michelle took advantage of his vulnerability and forced him to marry her for appearances. Now that he had realized his own sexuality, he was desperate to get out. As he sadly trailed home, a wave of realization came over him. Now that he was going home, he could play a computer game. As a true gamer, he was ready to stream Twitch and receive more Twitch Prime subscribers when he got home. Opening the door, he was greeted when Michelle presented dinner. He wolfed down spaghetti and ran straight to the computer. What should he stream, as he thought? AOC was streaming The Imposter Among Us, so he decided to launch Minecraft. Booyah, he thought.
Cyborg-looking ass, I must play Minecraft.
He booted up Twitch in his game.
Hey gamers, welcome to my gaming pad,
he announced to his incoming Twitch viewers.
Today we're playing Minecraft.
As he booted up a new world, he gathered resources, mining into the earth. He picked out a spot to start strip mining, picking up tons of iron. His stock increased as he built a furnace to create ingots. He looked up at the top of his staircase. A humanoid shadow appeared there. Obama nearly jumped.
Whoa guys, what the F is that?
He peered back up and saw the shadow slowly coming down the staircase. What the F? He thought. Scared out of his mind, he readied his iron sword and shield, backing up the thing to fully come out. His eyes focused on its shape. Definitely human. Everyone in his stream started yelling, Herobrine, as he quivered a bit in anticipation. A real sighting of Herobrine, on camera for a live audience. This would be the most important time of his presidential career.
Wrong person to mess with, you villain,
he exclaimed aloud. The shadow then revealed a human with a skin of what appeared to be almost the character he was seeking.
This is Herobrine,
Obama yelled, brandishing his sword. The figure then backed up submissively. In the game, a text appeared. Steve. Whoa, man, I'm not dangerous. Obama was puzzled. Not dangerous? Although this was a single-player world. And finally, Steve, like the default skin for a Minecraft player? This was strange for sure.
Guys, this is a single-player world. I'm not even joking. What the hell is going on?
He finally got out confused. He typed back to this so-called Steve.
What are you doing on my world? This is a single-player. Are you a hacker?
Steve seemed to think a bit before replying. I don't know. I just appeared in this world, and it notified that you were joining the game. I have some diamonds if you want some, by the way.
What a Chad, guys.
Obama thought out loud. This Steve guy was really nice. They talked for a bit, using the game chat, giving each other some insight on each other's lives. Apparently, Steve was just a character in the game, nothing more. After it went on for 2 hours, they discovered they had so much in common.
Yeah, haha, except obviously, I don't have these awesome abs.
Man, I wish I could see those amazing abs on a guy like you. Obama blushed. Good thing he didn't have the webcam today.
Oh, thanks, LOL.
He checked the time in real life, 11:30. Shit, I have work to do tomorrow.
Well, guys, stream is going to be over now. Have a nice day, and thanks for the new subs and followers.
Obama did a quick outro for his viewers and turned off Twitch. He went to tell bye to Steve. Hey, I have to go. Aw, stay a bit longer? For me? Obama eternally face-palmed. He really liked Steve already, but he couldn't stay up too long. Maybe an extra 15 minutes wouldn't hurt.
Okay, fine.
They continued to share stories until it was 12 a.m. I really need to go.
I have important business and need sleep. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I can come back tomorrow. It'll be quite a few hours before I come back, though.
I'll wait for you. I'm stuck in the game anyways. Obama felt warm inside. He never had someone tell him this and truly mean it.
Thanks. Bye.
His heart pounded. Kinda sus, he thought. Whatever. He's too cool for me, though. The morning after. Obama yawned, stretching. A huge storm had passed through last night, and the electricity flickered throughout the entire night. He hoped his computer wasn't fried. As he strolled into the gamer lounge, he gasped in surprise. Right in front of him was Steve. Panic sent into him. Gay panic.
Holy shit, here he is in front of me. In real life. What do I do?
Obama sweated profusely. He was still made of blocks, but in the human world, his pro-Obama gamer nation skills did not prepare him for this. He was too much for his gay heart to handle. The slits where Steve's eyes were opened and stared upon Obama, who was wearing nothing but a bathrobe on. The Barack Obama? Steve asked cautiously. You aren't blocky?
It's just Obama.
Obama gasped.
How are you here with me? What happened?
Steve looked around. I don't know. I think it came out of your computer? Not sure. Anyways, now I know what you look like. Show me those abs of yours. Obama looked shocked.
What? I'm not ripped like that.
He stammered, his heart throbbing crazily. He did not expect to see Steve in front of him in real life. He had dreamed of Steve in his sleep. They had mined together and even placed their Minecraft beds next to each other. Obama then decided in his brain he definitely had his crush on Steve from Minecraft. Why are you red? It's like you recolored your own skin, Steve commented. Obama jumped.
Oh, sorry. All this is just so shocking.
He then thought of the storm.
Literally, maybe the thunderstorm we had in real life somehow hacked you out of the computer and sent you into the real world or something like that.
Obama then heard the toast in the toaster pop up.
Ah, I have a little experiment to try out.
Obama went to the kitchen, took 2 slices of toasted bread out of the set, and placed it to the gamer lounge. Setting them on a table, he gestured towards them.
It's bread, but with extra steps.
Steve inspected curiously. What's it called?
Toast,
Obama thought for a second.
In the real world, there are many different foods, made many different ways, and with so many various ingredients, too.
He pointed out the yellowish stain on bread.
This is butter. It's made out of milk.
Steve nodded, following Obama's carefully worded phrases. Steve chomped on the toast, his eyes lighting up. Wow, I bet this would fill up my hunger more than bread. Too bad I can't test out that theory. I can't see any hunger or health bar. Obama almost laughed at the inexperienced Minecraft human.
We don't have that in the real world.
At least I get to experience this with you. Steve put his handy, blocky hand on top of Obama, eliciting an astonished expression from Obama.
Yeah.
His voice was a bit squeaky towards the end, showing his nervousness. Don't be nervous, Obama. There's nothing to fear. It's just me, Steve. Besides, we've already shown that we have chemistry. Steve seemed to smile even wider, spiraling Obama further into a deeper shade of red.
Yeah, Steve, I have to be honest with you. How will we be together? You're blocks and I'm human flesh.
Steve looked confused. Different people always find a way, Obama.
Call me Barack. That's my first name.
Obama responded affectionately.
And you're right. Why worry about that anyways?
He felt incredibly happy in the moment, staring into Steve's cubed eyes. God, those beautiful blue eyes. They looked like deep lapis lazuli oceans that he could swim in forever. He leaned in closer towards Steve, and eventually their lips touched. They pulled away, craving each other's touch. And Michelle entered the room. At least they weren't kissing. I knew I heard gay shit happening. What the hell are you doing, sweetie? Obama sweated nervously, wishing he could disappear into the wall.
This is, Steve from Minecraft.
he explained to his loving wife of 20 years. Isn't he from a video game? Why are you being passionate with a video game character? Nonetheless, a man, Michelle screamed. Obama wished he could sink into the floorboard. Leave Barack alone, Steve warned. Leave yourself out of this, you witch. Crazy that there isn't a block of wart on your nose. Leave us be, Michelle gasped. I knew you were gay, Barack. You demon. Is that why you legalized gay marriage? What was going on? Underneath the wig was the degrading hairline, the leading advocate for premature male balding. I knew you were gay, Barack. This is why I'm a man as well. Steve was physically revolted. What? You look like a woman, though. Shut the hell up. This was all for my Barack. I love him. Obama stared at the floor, massively embarrassed. You seem more like an obsessive teenage fangirl to me, he stated tartly.
I knew something was off when you never wanted to be in bed with me. You just didn't want to blow your cover then.
Michelle grounded her teeth. I am still your woman. You will not speak of this or I'll... Suddenly Michelle produced a shotgun out of nowhere. Seriously, where did she buy this? I'll kill Mr. Steve and hold you hostage. Things were getting serious. Obama feared for Steve's life. Steve looked into Obama's eyes. Barack, I don't feel pain when I get damaged. I tried it out with a tack in this room. I can save us. Obama nodded his head. Whatever magic brought him here, it was bound to have a few weird rules and exceptions, right? Steve suddenly jumped at Michelle. She screeched like a banshee, shooting towards Steve. By some sort of magic, he dodged her mid-air and landed on top of her. Wrestling the shotgun out of her hands and punching her in the face, she crawled and kicked at him, but it was no use. Those huge blocky muscles held her down. Leave this house now or I will kill you, Michelle gulped. This isn't over, she growled menacingly before disappearing. Obama jumped behind Steve, hugging him tightly from behind. Steve, you did it, Obama explained and began to tear up. She has been a menace to me for a long 10 years, and you finally found a way to make her leave. Steve rolled his eyes. That bad shit person was something with rage when she left. Definitely not invited to our wedding. Obama's eyes widened. Wedding? Steve nodded. I'm willing if you are. Obama responded with a tighter squeeze and a peck on the cheek. This is the happiest day of my life, Steve. Now that Michelle was out of the house, they could get down to business. Oh, Steve, what shall we do now? Barack asked lovingly, stroking his lover's brown pixelated hair. You know, I always wanted to know what human traditions were like. Do you have weddings? Steve asked. Obama's eyes widened. Of course, they had to get legally married. After knowing each other for 2 days, they must be bound together forever, like an arranged wedding, but still had a choice.
Yes, we shall get married,
Obama swooned.
Wait, who's going to arrange the wedding?
As soon as he said that, the Kool-Aid man burst through the open door and a certain blue hedgehog on its shoulder.
Sonic? The Hedgehog?
Obama felt like his eyes widened. That's right, Sonic crossed his arms sassily.
It seems as if there was a large lightning storm that brought us out of computer screens as well.
He looked towards Steve.
I'll arrange your wedding speedily. Gotta go fast.
Obama was extremely happy and felt like he was a kid again, getting extremely giddy. Steve risked a blocky eyebrow. Who all is coming? Sonic spun in place as if he were too cool to be tied down there. Some of my own guests, and any one you two lovebirds desire. He gestured towards them while saying it. And of course, we must invite a priest. I have the right guy in mind. And with that, the blue speedster Sonic was gone.
Steve, I'm so excited. We must go suit shopping,
Obama yelled excitedly. He held Steve's hand, feeling the block slide over his own. This sensation was quite grating, yet felt good. He turned on his computer and booted up Twitch. They were about to have the most legendary wedding of all time. He had to broadcast it, of course. Receiving clout was harder than it looked. He went even for the president.
Hey gamers, Aaron went to my gamer pad. Today we have an announcement.
He brought Steve into frame. Everyone spanned the chats excitedly.
Okay gamers, Basically, I'm in love with this MFer. I would love it if you guys give us our blessings.
Suddenly, everyone started subbing to him. He got 12,000 subs within 1 hour.
Thank you everyone for sending us all subs. We need these funds for our wedding.
Obama smiled. A few hours later, he turns off his screen, accumulating 145,000 new subs. So much money for a wedding.
Steve, our wedding is going to be amazing.
Obama gushed. Steve nodded. I know, babe. Obama's heart fluttered. He couldn't believe he was going to be with this blocky man forever. They went to sleep in the same bed that night, cuddling close to each other. He hugged Steve and took in his scent and smelled. Before they fell completely asleep, he whispered, "Why do you smell like TNT?" Steve looked at him. "Bruh," all he could say, and Obama couldn't relate more.
Okay, I'll ask you in the morning.
A few days later, both were fastening on tuxedos, Steve being more square than Obama's. Obama put in a rose pin in his tux and looked up at Steve.
I invited my friend Lee and a few friends,
Obama declared. Well, there's a lot of people coming here today. Well, maybe not people, but things, Steve admitted. Obama opened his mouth to speak, but closed it once more. He loved Steve. Why wouldn't he let his new friends have his friends arrive? Why wouldn't he let his new husband have his friends arrive?
It's okay, Steve. As long as you're happy, I know I am.
Obama chuckled, squeezing Steve's hands tightly. They walked out towards the White House. Sonic had arranged the wedding inside of a church that was next to the White House. The wedding spot was decked out head to toe with white and pink decorations. A 10-tiered cake stood proudly on a round table, and guests flooded in. Obama looked over to see Big Chungus walking towards his seat. The rabbit himself seemed to be enjoying the venue, chowing down on some cake. Obama went further down towards the end of the road. Apparently, he's super flexible. Steve just built blocks over the roof of the church and ended up where no one could see him once he dropped down. Sonic found Obama and ran up to him. So, big man, like it? I know many guys and they put it all together. Obama nodded.
It looks amazing. Steve would love it if he wouldn't have built above the church.
Sonic pointed towards Pikachu? That's the priest. Obama was still shocked, but nonetheless agreed that the small yellow stupid little lightning rat was a good priest. They rounded all the people up to go towards the seats and sat them down. Obama and Steve began walking down the aisle, getting cheers from the crowd. As he looked around, he realized that there were many anime characters and famous video game characters. He walked past the Joker, who said, "You go, girl," in his usually flamboyant evil self. Obama smiled nervously. Hopefully he isn't here to cause trouble. Alex from Minecraft and a creeper cheered them on, while Steve's Minecraft dog walked up to them and received pats from the duo. They got up to the center where Pikachu was waiting for them to begin the services. Obama stared at the best man, which was Joe Biden, of course. The vice president put his hands on Obama's shoulders delicately.
"Good luck, hon,"
he whispered. Steve's best man was a Minecraft iron golem, who nodded in reassurance. Pikachu began to speak human words because why not?
"Is everyone here, Pika Pika?"
The crowd cheered loudly. Pikachu took this as a yes. Homer Simpson, the groomsman for both of them, chowed on a donut while watching the entire thing go down. The ushers in the back were buff anime men. The dog barked, and a high-pitched voice said, "I hear someone." Suddenly, the doors burst open, displacing the ushers. The person entering was Michelle. Fucking Michelle Hussein Obama was here to ruin the venue. She held a double-barrel shot-off shotgun and brandished it menacingly. "Help! It's a shotgun wedding!" Big Chunkus screamed. Everyone began panicking. Suddenly, the Squirtle squad materialized and began attacking Michelle. With a series of clicks, they pushed her back, although casualties were amidst. "Your evil shall be vanquished," Goku yelled, with Vegeta joining them. "Hell yeah, now let's knock her teeth in." While they were monologuing, Michelle fucking shot Vegeta in the chest with her shotgun, mortally wounding him. Goku became traumatized and flew him out to get heals. Lachlan's skin from Fortnite jumped through this hole Goku made in the ceiling and began to spread the cringe by default dancing, hopefully killing Michelle via cringe overload. However, Michelle is too powerful for cringe-ass Nene baby and shoots him with a hidden pistol from her hip. Lachlan from Fortnite cries as he wishes his hip fire rate was higher and wanted to make sure Minecraft video games again. Michelle looked around. Any other bitches here to take Obama away from me? She literally gets pepper sprayed by Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, who began to glow. Like usual, man. I'm usually 0.03% of my power, man, he growled as she was flung into the mid-air. Apparently, she was supernatural because she just murdered Shaggy afterwards with laser beams. Boyfriend runs up and bitch slaps her. Who are you, you blue-haired freak? Michelle hissed. Boyfriend's eyes narrowed. Beep boop, beep boop. He handed her a mic. 2 seconds later, he blue-balled and fucking perished from testicular cancer and heartbreak because girlfriend became bi-curious and now dates Lola Bunny. This angers Bugs, but I mean Bugs doesn't have a chance anyway. Michael Jordan yeets a basketball at her face, but she uses precision to shoot the basketball in midair, and it hits with such force that it knocks it back into Michelle's face instead. Sonic becomes supersonic with Shadow, and they start to go on town on her clown ass. Michelle then pulls out a vat of blood and throws it onto the cracks, creating a pentagram on the floor. Barack, sweetie, prepare to die, for you left me for that stupid blockhead bitch Minecraft boy. She then summons literal Satan and Cthulhu, and he turns like half of everyone into stone. Thanos is quite upset that he didn't get to use his finger snap. Steve throws his pickaxe at Michelle, throwing off her balance. He also throws a torch into Satan's face, blinding the old demon. He chugs a potion of regen, eats a golden apple, and charges into battle while equipping diamond armor mid-air. An epic battle of potions ensues. He jumps onto Michelle, who is being held down by the hero of this story. He chops the axe straight into her chest, earning a scream from her. She elbows Big Chungus in the nuts and kicks him with her 8-inch platformers. Big Chungus dies. Humanity cries for our fallen comrades. However, an evil must be taken out today. Barack screams at Michelle. Stop! Michelle pauses mid-kick towards Steve. What? I'm sick and tired of this shit, he hissed at her. I am not happy with you, MFer rotten banana. I will grind you into dust if you kill anyone else. I will use you as fertilizer for you to inhale after death. I will commit so many more war crimes to destroy you once and for all. Michelle looked like she was about to cry. Steve jumps down from the rafters in the ceiling and stabs his sword straight through her chest. She gasps, coughing up blood immediately. You can't kill me, Michelle screamed. But then she died. Goku shows back up, readying up his special attack again. Sans Undertale appears with a blaster gun, his shining blue eyes. Giorno Giovanna snaps, bringing out golden experience, exhibiting the F-boy pose. Finally, all of them, including the ponies from My Little Pony, together blast at Michelle, killing her once and for all after she died initially. Obama was super excited. The wrath of Michelle was finally over, and now he could have sexy ass MF Steve. He hugged Steve in delight, and they went back to the wedding. They got married readily. Bruh sound effect number 2. Bakugo growls as he sweats and almost explodes the entire venue. He only restrained himself because he was promised he could duel Deku later. At the end, they finally give vows. Do you, Mr. Barack Hussein Obama II, take Steve to be your loving husband, Pika Pika? Obama got choked up, finally responding to the priest Pikachu. I do. And do you, Steve from Minecraft, take Barack to be your adoring husband? Steve, looking more happy than he ever has in his life, says, I do. You may now kiss the groom. Pikachu smiled before being reverted back to regular Pikachu and not a priest. Pikachu! He screamed excitedly, clapping his paws together. The venue exploded in excitement, people screaming, losing their minds. The Twitch stream was still going on, and they got the most streams ever, and the place exploded in happiness. Obama set his eyes slightly ajar while he laid in bed. Next to him was the man he married. Those were a few years ago, as we have just done a time skip. Happily together, Obama and Steve had bought a new home and moved out of the old one just in case Michelle's crazy associates got a hold of their locations. They were in Côte d'Ivoire, or the Ivory Coast. They adopted a child and were finally happy together. The end.